I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. My name's Kelly Beavers, and I'm going to go over Angus's blood work with you today. So first you'll see the white blood cell count, which checks for infection and what type of infection he might have if he did have one, but his are within the normal range, so there's nothing to worry about there. And then underneath that, you'll see the types of white blood cells that are there. And the first one is lymphocytes, which check for viral infections. The next one is monocytes, which show if he has a chronic infection. And then underneath that are the neutrophils, which is the first line of defense, and we usually see an increase with infection. And then underneath that are the eosinophils that help with reactions in the body and the immune system. We see an increase with parasites there. Next are the basophils, which aren't very significant because they're usually low in numbers, and we would be concerned if they were high, but his are in the normal range, so there's nothing to worry about there. And then under that are the percents of each of the white blood cells, and those just correspond with the absolute values, which I just read to you. And then next are the red blood cells, which is corresponded with the hemoglobin, and the hematocrit, which is HGB and HCT. And the red blood cell count shows if he was anemic at all, which he's not, which is good. And then hemoglobin is the one that carries oxygen in the body, and then hematocrit is the measure of total solids of red blood cells, and those correspond with each other. If they are decreased, it would be a sign of anemia. If they were increased, it would be a sign of dehydration. But his levels are good, so there's nothing to worry about there. You will see that his MCHC level is a little low, but we're not worried about that because his red blood cell, HGB, and HCT are in normal range. And then we have our platelets, which aid in clotting, and we would check that for surgeries, and his are in the normal range, so he's good there. And then at the very bottom, there is ALB, which is albumin, which is a protein that follows with the liver. And then we have ALP and ALT, and they are both associated with the liver and can indicate liver issues when the numbers are abnormal, but his are looking good. And then we have AMY, which is amylase, which is associated with the pancreas and can indicate pancreatitis, but his levels are looking good. And then we have T bilirubin, which tests the gallbladder, and his levels don't indicate any issues there. And then we have BUN and creatinine, and they are the kidney tests, and if they were skewed at all, it would indicate kidney issues, but there's no need to be concerned there for him. And then the electrolytes, which are calcium, phosphorus, sodium, and potassium, also correspond with kidneys, and they go along with the BUN and creatinine, and his levels are looking good for all of those. And then we have TP, which is total protein, which checks hydration status. If it was increased, it would be overhydration. If it was decreased, we would be worried about dehydration, but his levels are good there. And then the only thing we are concerned about is his glucose level because it is relatively high and indicates that he has diabetes mellitus. The doctor will be in shortly to go over that some more with you, but do you have any questions for me now?
What does this mean right here?
Oh, that means globulin, and that is associated with the kidney, and his levels are good there, so there's nothing to be worried about.
Okay, what is the treatment for diabetes? Like, what should we do?
He will get 2 shots every 12 hours every day.
Shots of what?
Of insulin, and we will have somebody show you how to do that, so that way you can do it at home.
Okay, is that expensive?
It is pretty expensive, yes, but it is worth it.
Okay, do I need to change his diet any?
Well, what are you feeding him now?
Dog food, treats, spaghetti occasionally with red sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would stick to just strictly dog food, and there are brands out there that are just for dogs with diabetes.
Oh, and sometimes meatloaf.
Yeah, I would stick with just dog food,
Okay.
Just no human food.
Okay. Wait, what are the brands?
There's Hill Science Diet, Royal Canin, and a whole bunch of other ones.
Are they expensive?
They are more expensive than regular dog food, yes.
How much more expensive?
It depends on the brand that you get and how big of a bag you get.
Okay. Well, okay. Is it contagious?
It is not contagious, no.
Okay, that's good. Is his lifespan going to shorten any from this?
It shouldn't, as long as we regularly give him the injections and we change his diet to just strictly dog food.
So no more meatloaf.
No more meatloaf, no.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm good.
right, so no more questions for
Yeah.
me?
That's good.
Okay, I will go get the doctor and they will be in shortly.
Okay, thanks.